Okay, hi guys. Welcome to this session. The reason, so to introduce myself first of all, my name is Dippin. I'm here at Farmer Plus to help you with a number of different queries. And this week and the past couple of weeks, we've been getting a number of queries with regards to information governance. Now, you might be aware of the fact that information governance needs to be submitted by the end of the month. I've had probably in the last 2 weeks almost 40 to 50 queries with regards to this, and rather than answer each individual query, which is going to take quite a long time, I decided to do this video. And the idea of this video is really to give you an idea of how to submit your information, the sort of level of requirements that are required, and really to answer the more basic queries that most people have actually asked me. So hopefully this should answer your queries. If it doesn't, then please feel free to give me a shout. It's not a problem whatsoever. So first and foremost, let's go on to the web page. So what I normally do is you go on to IG Toolkit, and this is on Google, by the way, for pharmacy. Okay, so that's the first bit, and what you should see is a number of different links really, and the one which you need to go for is this one here. Okay, that is www.igt.hscic.gov.uk. so that's the one there. So let me just click on that, and you'll be taken to a page similar to this one here. Alright, now then what you will need to do is you'll need to get your passwords, your organizational codes, etc., and input that. So let's quickly do that now. Bear with me. I'm going to put one in. Let's do that now. Here we go. Okay, there you go. So hopefully, if everything's okay, you should get something like this. Alright, now then you click on the go to the assessment section, and what this will do, this will give you an idea of what you've done previously. Okay, now a number of people have actually queried this with me, and the idea is what you want to do is you want to get to a level 2 on everything. And a 2, if you think about it, is characterized by 66%. Okay, remember that you can have a 0, you can have a level of 0, 1, 2, or 3. 3 is going to be characterized as 100%. 2 is therefore going to be 66%. 1 is going to be 33%, and 0 is obviously going to be 0%. And that's what the score you really want to aim for at the moment. Okay, so that's to give you an idea. So let's have a little work on the assessment. Okay, so if I click on here, and what this will do is it will give you an idea of everything that you've done previously. Okay, so in other words, you've got you've got all your information requirements here, 12.114, 12.115, etc. And what you want to do is you really want to achieve level 2 on everything. Okay, the only exception to this, if I go down, is this one here, 12.319. There was an email that came out from the PSNC a couple of days ago which basically said they still do not need the business continuity plan. Now this has been going on for quite a few years. I'm not sure what's going on, why it's taken so long, but it's just to give you an idea of the fact that this is something that you don't need to do. Alright, so don't worry too much about that bit there. Now let's go on. So if let's go on to 12.114. So what I would then do is I then click edit to look at this section. And then if you want to understand exactly what everything is about, I would go into expand all here, and that will tell you about the item that you are going to submit on this level, the level of responsibilities that you've got, etc., etc. What this basically means. So appointing a lead, etc. So have a quick read through that. Now what you want to do is you want to achieve at least a level 2 here. Okay, So let's click on that one. That's what you want to achieve. So in other words, you have achieved everything. This person has achieved everything at level 1, and if I go on to click onto level 2, he's achieved everything on level 2. Alright, that's what you want to do there. Now, under each of these, what you'll see is an obtained sign or a review sign. So when you do this, what you will need to do is you will need to click on those buttons. Alright, so make sure that you've got the equivalent here. So for example, here it says sign off should be documented on the IG improvement plan, etc. And then what you do is, if you want to submit any information, you can say, right, okay, I'm going to click on that. Oops, wrong one, not that one, mind that, I'm going to just cancel that. Sorry, yes, that's it. So click on that, and then you can then go into perhaps other, and say in the pharmacy, to indicate where that information is. Alright, it's in the IG file, and which is in the pharmacy. Now once you've done all of that, what you then need to do is make sure you click your requirement reviewed button here, alright, which is that one there, and then at the end of it you'll just need to click save. And when everything is done, okay, so you need to do that for each and every item. I'm going to cancel this, by the way. So each and everything, what you'll then need to do is you need to go through each one of these doing exactly what I mentioned. You will then need to publish the material concerned as well. Make sure you do that as well. That is really about as simple as it goes. Now it's all very well me going through each and every item. I'm going to go into this one again, but you really do need to look through it to make sure that nothing major has changed. I mean, for example, one person recently had their entire computer equipment changed, and therefore in one of the sections here, I can't remember exactly which one it is, he needed to make sure that the serial numbers for each of those computers and electrical equipments has been updated on the form. That's one of the things that you might need to do. Okay, so that's all. That's that there. Now, if you are still struggling, if you want to, you can go to the Pharma Plus website. Let me go into here. Okay, and then if you go into professional services, you will then I think it's here somewhere, bear with me, it might be operational, sorry, it's under operational, my fault, operational. You will see that we have a whole section on information governance as well. Let's see if I can log into that. There we go, click here to log in. Okay, I'm just going to log in. Okay. Now you won't see this sort of page. This is actually the behind the scenes page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into visit site here. This is sort of like the background behind the website, which we'll go into in our conference session a bit later. Here we go. Right, so you'll see a website like this. If you then go into operational, IG, information governance, and because nothing much has changed over the past 2-3 years, there isn't much more you can really do. All of this has got a number of different downloads to it. So for example, have a look at the blurb. That basically goes into why information governance is so important. We've got a document here which you can safely download that has all the documents that you require if you so need it. The chances are that you've probably made a satisfactory last year and you won't need to download this. All you'll need to do is review existing documentation, but if you want to do it, by all means you can download it. Now there is this bit here which I just want to raise your attention to. This is a draft contingency plan document by the PSNC. Now you don't need to do this. But having said that, it may be an idea for you to do that, if you so wish. I mean, there have been instances where in an emergency, perhaps the computer systems are shut down, or you've had to close your pharmacy in an emergency, and all these are sort of taken into account in the contingency planning section. You don't need to do it, but it's there if you require it. So if you do want to get the documents, what you do is you just simply click download. Alright, and you've got quite a large document here. And let's just open this up. I'll click on that. What you should see is something similar to this. So I'm going to expand on that. So let's say you wanted a bit more information on 114. That is essentially the documents that you require, and you can click on each one of these. I tell you what, let's do one on, say, 115. Let's just click on the IG policy, yeah? So click on 115, and there you go. It takes you to the documentation that you will need. And it's just one, single document with a number of different embedded documents inside it, just to make it easier for you to download the most appropriate document. Now, because remember, there hasn't been much progress with IG over the past few years, so don't worry if the documents are still reasonably old. They'll still have the same sort of stuff that you need in it. Okay, so that is about it, really. If you do need me, then please do give me a shout. I'll give you my number. Pardon me. It is. I'll zoom in on this one. Actually, I'll tell you what. I will increase it here. Here we go. My number is 0208 863 3335. So if you do need me, you can get me on that number. Alternatively, you can email me on this email address. It's Dippin at pharmaplusltd.co.uk. Alright, so that is probably as much as you need to know about IG, and if you still do get stuck, please do give me a ring, but hopefully this has answered a number of the questions that have been raised. So good luck with this. If you still do need me, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. Okay then, take care and have a really, really good day. Bye bye now.